Ladies and gentlemen, the long-awaited, highly anticipated, we caught him in between the minutes that he has. We have the guy, Mike Phillips, of Local Capital down in Tampa Bay, one of the sponsors. And where I come from is the show me state. And they said, hey, man, if it wasn't for Mike, I don't know if we still be going and going because you have been the foundation of the Tampa Bay High School Champions League. And when you do something like that, you automatically become whale certified. Michael Phillips, you are now whale certified.
All right.
Yeah. Now, don't go up to the panhandle. I don't know if anybody's there yet, but you are in a selected few of whale certified people in the Tampa Bay area.
That's fine.
Yeah, so you get sit in the club. So it comes to mind is that without sponsors, we ain't going nowhere. And so the story goes is how does one become a sponsor? Well, especially you would go to somebody who used to be a former player, is a player, and loves the game. And come from what I hear, I scratched the surface, but we'll take the shovel out. You were quite the player back in the day.
Well, I don't know about that. Definitely not the top player on the team or anywhere close.
Right. But that's what the beauty of it is that people who love the game, they know, hey, you got the top, but the real nucleus, the real people that make the team go is the characters like yourself, a sterling character. Uh, you must have been a before high school. You were probably a great guy, and you just developed it since then.
Yeah, but I'm not sure. We had a great team, and what Spain just won the World Cup by not being a one or two stars with a bunch of other people. They were a team all together, and when we played, we had some great players, but I'd say nobody was a superstar. We had a spectacular team, and we were well coached.
There you go. And I don't know local capital from nothing, but if I had something, I would know my business to go down to Tampa. You've developed a one hell of a company down there.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, Loci Capital is. We've been in business here in Tampa for about 7 years now, and we one of our partners in the firm actually played on my high school soccer team with me. So, and
Wow.
we do business with people who are we played high school soccer with and against. It's a real network.
Yeah. And you know what you have done, St. Louis, and all the rest of the cities and regions, they just multiply. They just do the same. I mean, you can't reinvent the wheel. I mean, that's how it is. Two guys talking soccer, you know. Uh, I mean, that's a beautiful thing, man. You can. How did you and your partner finally pull the trigger to get the business together?
Oh wow! Well, we were at a bigger company, and we just wanted to go out and do things a little bit differently. And we wanted to do things focused more in the southeast United States, but especially in Florida, where we were born and raised. And we were fortunate to be able to start a company and get in business quickly enough to make things happen.
And then immediately everybody comes, hey, Mike, I got this. Can you give me some of that for this or that? And when somebody approached you or you heard about it, of the Tampa Bay High School Champions League, that must have perked your part. Is your partner, oh my God, my book, I forgot his name.
Well, the partner I played soccer with, his name is Dave Workman.
Okay, yeah, the co-owner. Okay, but Dave, you and Dave got together, and was it an easy fix right away with the high school champions league, knowing who was involved in it and why it's there?
Oh no! So the Champions League was founded by our high school coach Jim Hart, and I think he founded it maybe a year or maybe even 2 years before we stepped in
Right.
and started helping funding it.
Yeah.
And Coach Hart had reached out to me, and we had coffee, and he told me all about what he was doing, and I thought it was great. And at the time, it was just a boys' league, and so soccer is important to my whole family, not just me. So my dad coached. He coached my sisters. Both my sisters played, and he also coached my wife. My wife played with my sisters,
Wow.
and then my wife's brother, my brother-in-law, we played together. So it's kind of it's a whole family thing, and lots of friends and locals. It reaches deeply into the community where we grew up, Clearwater, Florida, which is part of the Tampa Bay area. So when Coach Hart said that he wanted to see if we would be willing to support, I said I'm willing to support, but you've got to start and fund a girls league as well, so that we could have the boys and the girls
Nice.
both have the Champions League. And so he got that organized, and we gave money to continue funding the boys and to start the girls, and then they're doing it ever since. I think we're on 4 years or so of it now.
Well, that's why you're in the Whale Certified Hall of Affinity now. Way to go. You just elevated yourself up. Is that to do something like that takes a real man of character and your whole family, because you're about substance character, and you bring it, and you wouldn't be involved in something that wasn't about something.
That's right. We're proud to back it. We love what it does. We're big beneficiaries of being part of a team in high school soccer, and we want it to grow and flourish. And so sometimes you need capital to do that, because you got to pay for refs, you got to get fields, you got to get the lighting, you got to help kids with uniforms and organizing things. So it's nothing's free, but so much of the club soccer these days is very expensive. We wanted to make it high school soccer is a little bit more open, and we think that's what matters most, is the opportunity for everybody to be a part of it.
Man, when you say we, you're talking, I mean, a whole bunch of people, man. Your whole family, and the ripple effect of it is unbelievable. Uh, you're kind of like you didn't know it, but you're part of a movement, a father of a movement.
Yeah, I don't. I'm certainly not the father. I think that would be the Coach Hart and his crew.
Yeah.
We're just there to help it along, but
Well, you're a
we're
great
we're happy
babysitter.
to be there
Yeah,
for it.
you're a great babysitter. Nice going. But
Yeah.
yeah, but Dave Wilson, he was
Yep,
a
Dave and Perry as well have
oh
been
yeah.
instrumental in growing this.
I mean, PVV Perry Vandenbeck. What a story, and very humble. And you seem the same way. Is that he only knows humble guys. He doesn't put himself out there with big shakers. Uh, so the whole idea behind you know the cost effectiveness of sponsorship and this and that, that's kind of like takes it. Okay, you'll see the benefits become triple and tenfold more than the investment. Am I off base on this, or is it you found that to be like that?
if is the what's the question? There's a benefit in making the donation far beyond the dollar amount of the donation itself. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Yeah. No, I mean, look, it feels good, and it's great to go out there and see it. And so I get a personal benefit out of it. I feels good to see the sport grow and to see these kids play. And when they win, celebrate. When they lose, rally around each other and deal with that difficulty as a team. It's pretty exceptional. Learning to work with people through adversity is what playing team sports is about. And to the extent that this helps people do that, I feel like we're helping society and trying to make it a better country. So I like it.
Man, it gives me goosebumps on that one because that's the whole thing with the. You're familiar with Worldwide Technologies? They, they started, their dynamic family of soccer players. I mean, it's kind of like you had to put that on your resume to work with the deal. And the same way earlier with Anheuser-Busch and a lot of what went on. You do this and that. Well, they had to go on their separate ways, but you seem to be here for the long term. You and the family, you ain't going nowhere, and the company's not going nowhere, and the high school Champions League is just starting to move, and so it's really a good fit because I myself, they're not, I don't, when I look at Tampa Bay High School Champions League, I think of local capital also. It's one and the same. It's indistinguishable. And I think that's what the sponsors really do around the nation. We got that name recognition with Select, be it on the national scene, Select Soccer. But that guy came from St. Louis, Tim McAvoy. And so that national sponsor, man, I mean, it's kind of like the deal when you come in. Are you familiar with the Virtuoso Award?
No, what's the Virtuoso Award?
All right, then. Virtuoso used to be, the MVP. Well, forget about it. Because what you got here with the Virtuoso is you got people, a person who does extraordinary things, extraordinary infant way that it's beyond. You say, "Oh my God, who is that player?" And that's your Virtuoso. They have one person in the final. You say that person that does everything so magnificent. And we've had a couple here in St. Louis, jaw droppers, and that's the whole thing about, the first impressions mean a lot. But here you come up is that, hey, you're the Virtuoso sponsors with the Champions League movement. I mean, the new team Chattanooga, Tennessee, they're going to have a guy. You set the standard, man. When the sponsors come around there, they're going to be a local capital.
Well, that's great. Yeah, I just was on the website. I see Chattanooga joined, and they've now started one. So you got Tampa, you got St. Louis, you got Miami, and Chattanooga. Is there another one? Am I forgetting one?
I'm thinking six.
Yeah, it's pretty spectacular. Polk County, which is Tampa, between Tampa and Orlando. Yeah, it's growing. It's really growing. It needs And you said, so who's supporting y'all in St. Louis? You said Select Soccer?
Select Soccer is sporting a national sponsor. They're national sponsor. all the soccer ball, the official soccer ball, is
Yeah.
is from Select, and they also have bags, balls, equipment for the high school teams, uh, but and they're all round. No, there are no square edges on these balls, and they're a national sponsor. And then there was a guy, Ziggy Nagel from Nagel College Planning, that him and this Eddie O from down in the Florida area, they have Coolidge.com that they powered the that website that you were on, the platform for the United
Yeah.
States. Yeah, they did that, and they offer uh, tutorship for people to to get the right fit with the teams and schools for the college soccer, and and then you got the whale. The whale is a voice of the movement, and it's kind of like you say, what kind of voice is that? Well, it's only going to get better. We start here and we'll go the way. But for the passion and for the uniqueness of the of the high school movement, there's no. I don't have to take a back seat to nobody. So I put out all the information, and so therefore I was given the role of national sponsor. Now you, but you are the
It was
guy.
awesome.
Yeah, but you are the guy down there in Tampa with some other folk, and I'll guarantee. And like in St. Louis, we have a guy. Oh, for God's sakes, with a a service station, and this service station, everything you want. It's a one-stop shop. I think you can get married in the place in the back. They got somebody to marry you right there. A justice of the peace, uh, and you get your gas and all your food and everything. It's just a magnificent fast lanes, really good. And they give out a scholarship, a $2,500 scholarship to the person who writes a little bit of story about how did high school soccer in particular help them into you know their their adulthood, early adulthood. And then the other one is a workout place, and I asked them. I try to challenge them to work me out, to put up, and they haven't responded yet. People say they're still at the drawing board. It hasn't gotten out of still in the studies. But if it wasn't for those people, they would be coming around me asking for some donation, you know? And so that's why it's so good to have somebody who understands the significance of sponsorship. And that's why I asked him, because you epitomize that. You know, so I hope you appreciate the role that you play, because everybody's so fantastic. Your father, your sisters, your whole family. Everybody's so grateful for you.
Yeah, no, my wife and I, my wife played soccer, as I was saying with my sisters as well. I mean, we're proud and happy to be a part of this and to support it.
Oh man! So you got 5 more minutes for me? Like,
Yep. Yeah, I got 5 minutes.
all right then. So that's the beauty of it, is that you're there at a place, and you could have said, "Nah." You could have said that, but you said, "Yeah." But I want the girls. I want you to get a girls' league going, and because that's, I mean, your mother must have really helped out the soccer. Your wife has, your daughters, everything. It's this women's game. It's indistinguishable. There's just not men's soccer or women's soccer. It's soccer, and that it automatically there's both. And you helped get that started. Nice going.
Yeah, no, it it's a big deal for us. I mean, women's soccer in America is spectacular, right? So
Yeah.
it's important if there's going to be these Champions Leagues. That, who's the best in town is the question, and that matters for both girls and boys sports.
Yeah. And the number one female soccer player, Pepsi Awards, Gatorade Player of the Year, 2 of the last 3 years, is Maddie Di Maria here in St. Louis. Uh,
Oh
she,
wow!
oh yeah, she fell gold. All that academy. She plays on the national teams for her age from U13 to now U17, and she played high school soccer. And her big thing was to say, "Hey, I love high school soccer," and she finished her her studies in 3 years to get the the what they call the points or the yeah, to get going. You know
Get
what
the
I mean.
grades to go to school.
Yeah,
Yeah, I know.
yeah. And there it is. She's done that. And and you talk about a high school player. It's not, you're the coach's son or daughter, or you don't know nothing. This is the best player in the country. She chose to play high school soccer, like yourself. You know, you chose to put your reputation uh, on the line of being, hey, this high school soccer means something. And so, once again, if it isn't somebody uh, from St. Louis or Tampa, it'll be somebody in the high school Champions League that'll be the best player in the country. What do you think?
Yeah, I was just talking to at lunch with a guy whose son played high school soccer here for Tampa Prep, and he now is playing at Swanee. And there was a player at the time for Tampa Prep, Castaneda,
Oh,
Santiago Castaneda. He's probably up there with one of the best players in the country. He's playing over in Germany now, and he
abs-
played high school soccer.
absolutely, baby. Yeah, you Santiago. So it comes down, Mike, is that whatever you want to say to who you ever want to say it to for as long as you want to say it for. That's been a whale certified custom, and so you have at it.
What I want to say to people, is that what you're saying?
Sure, why not?
Sure. Well, high school soccer is a chance for people to spend many years together in class and out of class, traveling and going through ups and downs, learning how to be an adult. And it's more than just playing a sport together. And I think it's really important to support it. And it had a huge effect on my life, and it had a huge effect on my teammates as well. And I can tell you, because I know them and we're friends, and our families know each other today. And it's just our team is just filled with people who've gone out there and done great things with their lives. So it's a worthy thing, and I hope other people support it and make it available to all kids.
All right. So I'm going to upload it, download it, and send it to you. And then I'm going to tell the Phillips uh, families in St. Louis that, hey, I don't know if they're your cousins or anything, but you were quite a guy, the Phillips, carrying on the Phillips heritage down there in Tampa Bay.
That's great. They must be my cousins somehow, but I don't know them.
Yeah, well, us Irish, we do that kind of stuff. Okay, okay. But anyway, I want to applaud you and the best to you and your family. And remember, everywhere you go in Florida, you've been Whale Certified Hall of Affinity.
Very good. Appreciate it. Thank you, Kevin.
All right, Mike. Bye-bye.
Take care.